mocha?
I got a cookies and cream. So it actually tastes like the ice cream, which is one of my favorites. At Starbucks, I would do a double chocolate chip cream frap. It was my usual drink. I don't even like Starbucks that much.
I stopped going to Starbucks because since I'm doing the keto, I'm like, I have to do all these crazy ass orders to fucking get my
Exactly. But they do say Starbucks, out of all the coffee places, is most keto friendly though.
They have a lot of options. You can do so many things there.
Yeah. But one thing with keto is people lose the concept of it, right? The biggest thing is it's getting into ketosis, which has been around for a number of years, but with most fad, people are like, oh, let's jump on it. You're doing it, you're losing weight. Let's do it. Woo! But they're losing the opposite health fact outside of losing the weight, the detrimental things it can be, right?
Yeah.
So not everybody can handle all those fats, right? So it's the cholesterol, like, oh, I'm just eat bacon and butters and all that. But
it's still better than the traditional American diet. So if you're going from eating a bunch of fast food and bread and all that freaking McDonald's, and then you jump into keto, I feel like it has a good effect on you just because it's straight off the initial, just the bad habits.
Yeah, and that's one thing I do like is that keto is really getting a broader demographic than your normal people, and it's getting people healthy, right?
Because it's an easy thing to follow. Because if you tell them, start this diet, and then they do it for like a week, and they're like, oh, it's kind of hard. But keto, you could just literally make smart choices when you're about to eat. You think about, I'm going to try to eat like clean, no more carbs, no sugar, because everything we eat and drink is sugar. So you just eliminate that stuff, and automatically you're geared in the right direction. Then what do you recommend for people if you're saying that they shouldn't just do keto?
So what I recommend is a traditional diet, right? However, don't take away from the things you like, right? So let's say we do demographics. African Americans, fried chicken, cornbread, woo, right? Hispanic, you're gonna do carne asada, beans, rice.
Yeah.
You look at that, right? Fried chicken, it's fried, grease. Convert that. Grilled chicken, maybe not cornbread, that's hot water cornbread, which most people actually don't even know what hot water cornbread is.
I don't know
what
it is.
Exactly, right? Hot water cornbread, collard greens, and all that. Southern food. The conversion for you got... Actually, carne asada is still good. It's a still lean meat, right?
Yeah, it's just lean.
Yep. But instead of the refried beans, black beans, right? Instead of regular rice, brown rice, or maybe not even such the Spanish rice, but not all the extra into it. But the biggest thing is don't lose sight of who you are, right? At the end of the day, you can still eat what you want, make the conscious decision of converting that to regular food, and depending on what your goal is, you need to cut back, right?
Yeah.
So one thing is that everyone says, eat in moderation. So, hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good. How are you?
All right. No worries. Camera. But the biggest thing is know what foods you like. Make those foods taste good.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you don't want to sacrifice your flavors. The stuff you don't want to make it.
Exactly. Because people make it so hard and it's a chore, and you're like, that shouldn't be a chore. This is your life. And one caveat to it is you're not eating, and it's kind of a double entendre, right? You're not eating for the taste, you're eating for the results.
Yeah.
But that can be bad because you're like, of course you want to taste good.
No, well, it's pleasure.
Yeah.
And that food is pleasure. So if you're doing the right things and it still tastes almost the way you like it, that's perfect. Because that's for me, that's how I've been losing weight. Just eating the stuff I already like to eat, just cutting out the little bad parts from it.
Yeah.
But so you don't recommend doing keto full time then, like 7 days of the week, or how do you?
I would recommend you do keto, right? See how you like it. See how your body adapts to it. But while you're on keto, make sure you've either had a regular checkup, you see what your blood levels are, because a lot of people either don't get physicals. Like for us, we played sports.
So yeah, every year.
You had to get a physical, right? But people do not get annual physicals. Or if they get their blood work, only one test.
Yeah.
They don't get a full blood panel. So, for instance, one of my clients, right, we're going in hard, 3 days a week. I'm wondering why she's losing weight. She's wondering why she's not losing weight. I'm thinking like, damn, I'm not doing my job. Like, I need to rethink some things. They come to find out, when was your last annual? Oh, I haven't had one. Okay. Now, I do have a little medical background, right? I am doing some schooling for medicine. However, I still, as a trainer, it's out of my scope of practice to do things I can recommend them. So, she got her blood test, and we found out her lipids were high, causing her not to lose weight. So she couldn't even train until she got those levels down. So it's like, you need to make sure you're monitoring your entire fitness while you're doing keto.
So it's not just diet, it's not just working out. You also have to think about your medical history.
Exactly. Because how are you?
I haven't gotten a checkup since I played football. To be honest, like at least 4 years.
Yeah. So it's like you got to look at the bigger side and also the longevity. People, not in America. Let's say, for instance, in Japan, in Okinawa, there's a certain word for them, and it's like a little community. They're centurions.
Yeah.
They're 100+ years based off of their diet.
What do they eat over there?
They're eating a lot of plant-based
shark bowls and shark soup or whatever.
Right? They have a lot of like plant-based stuff, and they grow it themselves, right?
Pesticides, none of that.
Yeah, none of that. Well, we fall into, which it's shitty, but we would be a hypocrite and we would be lying if we say we didn't, right? As a kid, you want to go, oh, McDonald's, this and that. It's cool, right? But as you grow older, like, our parents did a good job of not depriving us because, believe it or not, I know some parents that deprive their kids of fast food. Like, legit, I've never been there. What do you mean you've never been to McDonald's?
What the hell is it? Well, I mean, once you grow up and you see the bad negative effects on going there,
you can, you negate it.
But you still maybe once in a while treat them to something.
Exactly.
Because you like, it's the same thing with like candy. I don't know if you know the Tom Brady, how he treats his kids.
Oh,
like, no sugar.
You're right.
Like, their diet's crazy. They eat avocado ice cream and shit. I'm like, they're kids, bro. Like,
You're
I get it. You should be 90% healthy, but then
live a little.
Exactly.
And a caveat to that, same with the fitness, right? So for me, I'm a food connoisseur.
Yeah.
You watch my stories, see my posts. I love to eat. Fine dining is my new like itch.
Yeah.
Like, and also with that, finding local restaurants. Like, it would sound bougie for me, but this is the reason behind it. I don't like to do any big chain restaurants anymore. So anything that's spanned out across the road, not so much. Because why would you go to McDonald's?
Support small business.
Support small business, and the food quality is better because it's not mass produced out.
Yeah.
So I try to go to find local mom and pop shops in your local area and just boom.
Yeah, become part of the community. Go
exactly
explore it because you don't know what's in your backyard.
Yep. And then once you see it, you tag it, and they go in, and you're like, oh wow, I never knew that restaurant. But you put in all your hard work, Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I have my cheat meal, and then that's the reset of the new week. Because
do you ever like not have a cheat day? Do you ever just continue being healthy?
Unfortunately, yes. Only when I'm
not
cutting.
in a negative way, because I would think like, if you're like super into fitness and stuff, like, do you really need to cheat on Sunday? Like you said, what if you love enjoying your meal preps, you love eating healthy food, might as well just keep doing it.
And that's one thing, it's like I can, but I still like to make sure I taste a little, but also, and it's like, you don't even get an itch for it anymore. It's like, getting fast food, it doesn't even taste as good anymore. And your bowel system, because your body rejects it, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it kills you, bro. Like, for me, I mean, I'm not a super healthy or whatever, but I've been doing keto. I've lost over 40 pounds. And every time I have a bad meal, I regret before eating. I'm like, man, I don't know if I should eat this. And then when you eat it, I mean, it tastes good. And then after, you're like, man, I regret eating that shit. Like, it's not even worth it for, like, Joe Rogan likes to say mouth pleasure. 5 minutes of mouth pleasure.
Exactly.
Ruin your whole day. Like,
and that's why it comes back to the eating for results, not taste. But also, we're eating to live, right? And is this helping me get to the next day? Or is this bringing me down, right? But what's sad, and this is where fitness is good and bad. A lot of people will get into fitness when it's a life or death situation.
When it's very too late.
It's too late, right? We stay active as a kid. People laugh. Freshman 15, oh, that'll never be me. Look at people now. And it's like, you don't have to be a super freak. You really don't. Just do the moderate things to stay healthy.
What's some practical things that people could be doing just to stay a little more healthy?
So there's two sets of it, right? So the moderate is 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day, right? Now, if you don't have that full 30 minutes at one time, if you're just that busy, break it up at 10-minute bouts. So if you at a desk, go walk around on your break for 10 minutes. When you get home, do another 10 minutes. Oh, you got to go with the kids? Go handle that. Before you go to bed, your last 10 minutes. Break that up 30 minutes. Or you want to do some more vigorous activity, you're going to do that for 75 minutes out of the week, and that's a daily recommendation. And you'll get it all right there.
Okay, so, and when you say break it down, like you talked about earlier, like off camera, you said parking your car far from the store, so you can get an extra 100 feet walking.
Exactly. So little things. So set up an elevator, take the stairs. Instead of parking your car, oh, I gotta be in the front. Park your car far away. Instead of you just immediately sitting down, go take a lap, say hi everybody, then come back, right? But it also makes you feel a little better, like, wow, boom, I did that. But with fitness, you have to take it day by day and know that there's going to be bumps in the road.
Yeah, it's with everything. It's not just fitness. Whatever you're trying to do, whether you're trying to get healthy, maybe starting a career, maybe you're a blogger, whatever, just start doing every day. It's always the little things and long term. Like you said, I'm not going to lose 50 pounds in one day.
No.
But if you change your diet, you gradually start being more active. Little by little, you're going to be losing 2 pounds here, a pound here, 5 pounds here.
Yep.
And then before you look at it in the long-term perspective, you're going to get and before you get to the situation where you're a life-threatening disease.
Exactly. And the biggest thing is take pictures. People, they'll fight. They'll no, I don't want to take a picture. But I'm like, I'm not judging. I'm here to help you. If you think I want to just see a picture of someone, I can clearly go on the internet and find a picture of a good-looking person or a not-so-good-looking person. Come on now. So you take a picture because you see, like, this is where you started. Look at how you ended. You look back at that person like, wow, I can't believe I let myself get that far.
That happens to me already. I haven't really taken pictures, but I have since I've been doing YouTube. I can see myself, dude, like look at videos from 18 months ago. Dude, I was big. I was like, man, how did I ever get to that point?
Yeah.
And the last couple of months, like I said, I've been just shredding off. So for me, it's videos, but other people could be selfies, posting on Instagram. It could be photos that you don't share with the world, but you have them on your phone.
Exactly.
And it keeps you accountable. And maybe if you look at those pictures once in a while, you're like, okay, I gotta, maybe you fall off the right track for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to get back to that space. Let me get back there. You know, and there's no problems with setbacks or bumps in the road.
Yeah. And one thing too, it's like when people actually give you their backstory, it's like, wow, you find out so much about these individuals to where, like, they were in a deep, dark, lost time, and eating was their comfort. You know, people don't reach out to them and help them, and so they sat there years in hurt and pain, and then boom, fitness came into their life and brought them out of it.
I mean, from my personal experience, like, I wish somebody would have reached out to me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, you're getting out of hand. And that's why I it's kind of, some people would take offense to that, but just reach out to people or maybe show people that you've been doing it. You don't have to force them, but give them a different perspective, you know, like, hey, bro, you used to be this much.
Exactly.
You know, and for me, nobody told me anything. I just decided to make it on my own, and I was already, like, way bigger. So I was like, you know what, I got to take that conscious decision. So if you could help out people, especially with social media, like you said, freshman 15, you see some people that you went to school with that are kind of like on the wrong track and stuff. And then they're posting every day on their Instagram that they're eating hot Cheetos and
all this
McDonald's, or like they're shopping with their kids and all they, instead of making them a meal, they're like taking them to McDonald's because it's easy and it's fast.
Convenient. We want things at the drop of a dime at our hands. We don't. And it's like, one thing that is nice that we have now, meal prep services.
So if you meal prep, is it how much does it take you to meal prep? So in case somebody thinks like they don't have enough time to meal prep, does it take hours? How long?
So it depends, right? If you want to get fancy, it can take you more, right? But depending on, for me, I can get fancy, but I can also be time efficient, only because it's came with due time. So for me, it only takes about an hour, but I have multiple things running on at once. So I'll have the grill going on outside. Inside, I'll have the pots and the skillets going, and then having everything prepped out.
So
an
hour for the whole week then?
The hour for the whole week.
So you don't have to cook the rest of the week?
The rest of the week.
See, that's even saving you time, because if you're not meal prepping, you have to cook every Monday, Tuesday. Like, exactly. How much time you spend cooking. And money. So my cheapest yet was about $40-ish, $50 for 3 meals a day, 6 days a week. That's 18 meals. That's I have to worry about. The only time I would eat outside of that is if I was hungry or someone to go get something, then I'm back in the grind. Yeah. So it's like there's so many things, but it's baby steps, because people just throw, oh no, I can't do it. I can't. Take it out of your vocabulary. Who told you can't? Because I haven't tried. Most people don't try. Yeah. That's the thing. That's what I've been pushing when I've been creating more content. I want people to create more content. Yeah. Maybe if you want to be a photographer, but you're like, oh, my pictures aren't good enough for it. Yeah. I'm not good enough at making videos. Yeah. You learn as you go. Nobody knows everything. You all start at one point. Yeah. And the biggest thing is regret. You don't want to start 4 years from now and thinking, man, if I would have started 4 years ago, how big would have been, how much better my quality would have been, Yeah. And just always long term. I always think long term. Even if you don't want to be gamers or Instagram models, start doing it. If you're not posting 2 or 3 photos every day, what are you doing? Grinding, meeting people in the streets and at different like cool art locations like the Desert X we were just at. Yep. You could meet people there, like go take photos. Like, oh, cool, you guys have an Instagram follow. You follow each other. Networking. People will follow you if you meet them in person and you network with them. They're not gonna follow you if you're just like, oh, cool, I just took a picture. Like, it's all about networking, and that's how it helps you grow, because you grow as a community. Yeah. And that's one thing too with fitness, the people around you. So, like for instance, one of my clients, right? We work out 5 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We had been in the gym a solid 3 months in, right? No one's ever talked to us. Out of the blue, this lady walks up. Hey, to the client, of course. You're doing a great job. And he was like, did I do something? Like, wow. I'm like, that's the gym community. And it turns out she has a twin sister. So, like, we went to, like, say hello to her, like, the next day. And she said, oh, that's my sister. But, hey, I'll tell her, though. So we're like, oh, geez, we didn't know that. So then they both come in the next day on Friday, and we meet them both. And we've met them ever since. And so now she keeps kind of like, where were you guys at? Oh, well, see, Willie took off. He had to go do some traveling. And so the gym community will keep you honest and keep you on your toes. It's not, for you as the gym community, for me, I've been networking with more photographers, more people that are making videos, and the same thing. Like, you see them putting out work, you see them grinding, and you're like, man, I gotta step up my game, and then you collaborate with people. So I've been hanging out with my team. He's a photographer, he's been photos for a while. Yeah. We started collaborating, making videos together, going out to these events, and I would never really do community events, and like how we were doing earlier. Yep. You guys can check out the vlog where we were walking around at the sale. I wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for me reaching out to the people. And even this conversation, we reached out to each other. We're like, you know what? I'm gonna be in the desert. Let's meet up. Let's do some work together. And we literally just said, "Oh, let's go to the Desert X." And we ended up doing all kinds of content for it. It just going with the flow. A lot of people can't go with the flow. When you have a good group of people, shit like this happens. Yeah. We walked. We met some random people. This lady in the coffee. She's like, "What are you guys doing?" I love to talk about coffee. I'm like, boom, we got you. Right after this, we're going in there. We'll get you on there. She's like, as long as it's not busy, I can even come out there. We're like, oh, you know what? We'll come to you. Yeah. Right? Sure. So it's all about building a community. The circle that you have, if they're not pushing you to do better and to better yourself, you got to get rid of them. They're toxic, and that's negativity speaks louder than positivity. Yeah. And if your friend's like, oh my gosh, why are you doing this? Don't do that.
it's that inner voice that's going to play in your head to where you can't do it.
Yeah, you're thinking about what the people that you know are going to say, but it comes to a point where you shouldn't matter, because that happened to me.
Yeah.
I just decided to start making content. Like, okay, who cares? I'm just gonna post pictures, post videos. I'm gonna keep grinding nonstop, because I don't want to have any more regrets. Because I started my YouTube in 2015, and I was not ever consistent with it. I was making one video a week, maybe one a month.
Yeah.
I would take a couple months off, and that's just like looking back now. I'm like, man, I wasted all this time and opportunity to get better, because I wasn't getting the views or whatever. But I just started doing it.
Come and you go, and it's like you just up and up and up, and you keep your circle the way it is, because no matter what, people are going to talk. Good, bad, or indifferent, they're always going to talk.
Like, even how you say some people talk negatively, I feel like 80% of people are more positive. 80% of people, they might not even be saying anything or commenting. They're watching you, though. They're like, oh, cool.
Those followers are always on it. And I had one person, they were, what was the post? They were like, you went out of town, but like you didn't tell us where you were, and I'm like, well, wow, I didn't even think you cared. You didn't like the picture. You didn't say, hey, where are you going? None of that. But they wanted it from us.
People, because sometimes maybe they think it's weird to like your stuff or something.
Yeah.
But at least they're watching and they're supporting you. Like, oh, cool, let's see what they're doing today. Oh, let me see what he's meal prepping today.
Yep.
They may never like it or comment, but they're there. They're part of your community. And that's one thing you got to take into account. It's never about the likes or the comments or the views. It's you're doing something that you're happy with, and it's part of whatever, whether it's fitness or teaching people how to work out, eat better, or me making podcasts with people, vlogs, and moving on to the next part. You know, I made this video, I promoted it, cool, I had such a good time. Now I'm working on the next project, and I don't care if I got 5 views, I don't care if I got 1,000 views, I don't care if I got 10 likes. I'm moving on to the next project. I'm continually getting better, learning from those experiences, because for me, I have so many videos where they were kind of dumb or whatever, but every video, I got better at editing. I got better at quality. I got better ideas. It's going to help me in the future, so you never know.
Because one thing is, when I go to the expos, and it's like, you see all the famous fitness YouTubers, you take little pieces. The biggest thing is consistency. You're going to start somewhere. You have to start. But it's that journey to get there that's going to keep you going.
Yeah.
Because you look at each YouTuber, they are either not as big if they're doing weights, or their editing, or the clothing was all small. And then, boom, look at them now.
And it's also about your consistent track record, because you could have a viral moment or something that gets a lot of views, but if they go to your page and you have nothing there, you have no value to bring to people, they don't see, they're like, oh, okay, whatever. They're not even going to care about what happened. But if you have something that does really well, but you have consistent work, people are going to be like, oh, cool, maybe I'll follow them.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like,
it's all about what are you bringing to us? What are you providing? What are you providing? What can you give me? If not, on to the next, because it's so saturated to where it's like, one guy had said, you have to post perfect content. Now, I don't think he meant like perfect to the T. However, it's that there's so many people you're competing with as far as grabbing people's attention that it needs to be an attention grabber, and you need to keep going and going and going, because if not, they're not going to see it. Like, the negative aspect, oh, they post so much, but you're noticing. You see that person.
They'll be like, I'm not going to like it. They posted 3 times.
Yeah.
But then you were seeing it. That's the thing. It's about getting eyeballs, getting attention. So next time you post, they're like, they recognize your brand, they recognize your face, they recognize the content you're doing. And like you said, they might not be liking it because they don't want to be like, oh, whatever, this guy's posting too much, or he's posting too much in his story. But you're standing out because you're in their face all day long. It's the same as advertisers. Like, you would think Coca-Cola or McDonald's shouldn't be advertising anymore.
They always do.
They're the ones that spend the most money on these advertising. They're the biggest companies. McDonald's could like stop running commercials and everyone's still gonna shop there.
Yeah.
But they're constantly in your face.
Going.
Messages, boom, in your face, in your face, in your face. You go to the movies, there's always a Coke commercial. Why? You're most likely already gonna buy a Coke.
Yep.
Why are they even spending the money there? You know?
Exactly.
It's all about marketing, putting yourself in. And whatever you're doing, you could be a fitness guy, you could be a YouTube, you could be a business person.
Yep.
And we're all marketers at the end. We're trying to promote our brand, promote our services.
Sell yourself.
Promote,
It's a daily grind, and each day you look back and like, okay, what could I have done better? What happened that day that was good, right? A 5-minute reflection to sit back and like, okay, this is good, this is bad. You work on this a little bit, right? Just keep on going. But the biggest thing is to keep on going, because you can sit in sorrow all day long, but that's not helping you. You gotta get back up, keep the fight going, right? We do all come from different walks of life, right? Everybody has different backgrounds of what pushes them, what gives you drive, your why. Once you find out your why and you push that to what you're going to, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
And
you only compete with yourself at the end of the day.
exactly.
And if you have a great motive, like your why, you have a great why, everything that you're doing, you always look back at why. You're like, man, I'm going to start this. And I know I'm going to bring impact to people.
Yeah.
I want to show, like for me, my podcast and doing vlogs in the community, I want to bring more to the Coachella Valley, people around us, like small businesses, small artists, because everybody needs help. Like, they need to be reaching out to platforms, and sometimes there's not a lot of platforms that are going to take little small artists.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like, you know what? If you want to promote something, even if
I'll
you don't,
take care of it,
even if they just want to have a conversation, just give them a platform to have a conversation, because it's so cool just to meet people, like how we met those people at the
Spice Place.
At the Spice Place.
They're so with it.
Yeah, like some people, they love that kind of stuff. Being involved.
Yeah.
And you want to give more than you receive, and that's definitely it. So, for those people, where can people find you online? Or?
So they can find me at Johnson.fit on Instagram and Johnsonfit on YouTube. So just without the period. And this is one of the new t-shirts I'll be coming out with. I did a different design, did some embroidery. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this episode. And said my boy Johnsonfit. You guys definitely need to follow him and check out his work. And if you have any fitness questions or you want to start your own fitness program, hit him up. This guy's been in the business for a while, and he helps anybody across the. We have the platform of the internet, so there's no boundaries. You could be in Canada, whatever you're watching. He could help you out and maybe get your life in the right direction, because we all need a little bit of a push. And again, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and just put yourself out there.
It was only right that we finish this off in the wormhole. We're both yawning and tired, right?
What do you mean, yawn?
Shit. What do you take for energy, right? As you see.
Yeah, do you take energy drinks and stuff?
The only time I do energy drinks is when I am taking a long trip. So like when I came out here, I took them because I had my Friday client. So I got up at 4:15. So I was up all day. So it's like, that's what I'm taking. But other than that, the only 3 supplements, 3 that you need: protein, BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, if you want to get technical, multivitamin. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That gives you energy the whole time.
Oh, well, not for energy. But those are the supplements I take. But energy...
What are those amino acids, or what is that?
So, branched chain amino acids, it is the building block of protein. It promotes muscle synthesis. It reduces muscle soreness, right? Breaking down your tissues, repairing. And it's a tasty drink rather than having water all day. So many people, oh, I can't drink water. Put 2 scoops in a gallon jug, drink that all day.
So it's kind of like electrolytes?
Essentially, yeah.
Essentially. Okay, because I do drink electrolytes. I add them to my water.
Yeah.
And it changes everything. And it's not even hard to finish your gallons. Like,
no. And it almost tastes like Kool-Aid, you brothers out there watching. Like Kool-Aid, you know what I mean? It's just another simple drink. You can drink it, and you're good to go all day.
Yeah.
Now, if you wanted to wean off, right, drink some water, do BCAAs. Drink water, BCAAs. It's all beneficial. But a lot of people, right, let's say you're jacked. You're The Rock. And you telling me, in order to get jacked, you need to take X, Y, Z. Are you going to take it?
Well, probably, yeah.
Exactly.
The Rock.
So, I didn't fall into that circle because when I seen lifting with my dad, he would always take me to go to the gym. I'd go in there. The ultimatum was, do you want to go to the gym and get a smoothie or stay at home? Because I have to go to the kids' center. I'm like, well, shit, I want a smoothie. I'll go to the gym. Like, what the hell? But he always preached natural. You don't need any extra supplements besides protein.
Yeah.
Right? And then I did my research in that. So the only thing I will say, I'm not going to be a hypocrite, is creatine, which it retains water and there's a little muscle. Other than that, all natural. And it wasn't until I learned from one of my professors, right, that all of it's trash.
All of it's trash.
You're pissing the shit out. Same with multivitamins. I went to him and I'm like, I'm taking Men's One a day. Gummies. He's like, no. Men's One a day is like $10 to $20. You're paying for what you get. You're pretty much pissing it out. Your body's not absorbing what you're trying to take.
Yeah.
But it's all marketing.
So what do you take? Or when you say multivitamins, what do you take?
So he prescribed me, whoever your primary care physician is, they can prescribe you a multivitamin, and that's going to be the good shit. So he just...
so nothing off the counter then?
I mean, you could.
It's better than not taking it.
Yes. Better than not taking anything, of course, but you're not going to get the potency out of it. Okay. So it was only like $60. It was like 120 capsules per that container. But, I mean, it's a game, right? Like, you see it throughout, and it's shitty until
you're investing in yourself. So you don't maybe all $60, but you're gonna go buy a $60 fucking video game or something that's gonna waste your time. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good. That I never thought about going to a physician for that stuff. Cause they do have. And I know some people don't like those prescription drugs and stuff, but you get some stuff that's actually beneficial like that.
And one of the big things is testosterone. As we get older, we lose it, right? But a lot of people that are still in their teens and 20s, mid-20s, taking test boosts. But until they medically, which is I'm thankful being in the medical field and learning sciences and shit like that you taking that test is going to cut off your natural producing testosterone to where you're going to need that for your edge.
Yeah.
So you're going to fuck around and you may try to get in the mood with your lady, blah, blah, and you're limp, right? You don't have that drive and that up anymore because you're doing that.
With supplements.
Exactly. But as you get older, let's say you're in your 30s to 40s, right? You can go see your doctor and actually get the shot of test, and they can monitor it so that you're not losing your actual levels. You can still go have some extra fun with your lady, right?
Yeah.
But
or your man, we don't judge here.
Exactly. And that's one thing too. You bring that up is no judge because it's a different day and age. You have to be open minded. Same with the gym. Mm-hmm. You got to be open minded to different training, right? So everyone shitted on CrossFit, like, oh, CrossFit, yeah, ha, right? But can you do what these CrossFitters are doing, right? Can you move your body weight? Or do you just sit in the gym, mirror, right? Curl.
And then there's so much negativity at anything you're doing. People are gonna be talking negatively. I know the big thing with CrossFit was saying that it messes up your joints and like fucks up your knees because you're just slamming so much weight and not resting enough and just pushing it to the limit. Like those CrossFit games, like that's crazy. Those dudes,
they're epic.
They're freaking insane, bro.
Yeah. And until you do it is when you have something background. So I like to be well-rounded. So I've dabbled in everything. I've done CrossFit. I like to do yoga, this and that, right? So you can speak to that and what you're feeling. But if you haven't done it, try it and then speak on it, right? Because you're from the outside looking in and you're like, oh no, this is just horrible. And it's like, okay, you got to do it.
You got to take a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. Right now, I'm doing 30-day challenges. So my first challenge is actually to make 30 videos in 30 days, which is actually up tomorrow. And I'll make a video on my experience in that. Okay. Because that's why I've been uploading like crazy. And then after that, I have shoot 100 3-pointers every day for 30 days. I'm already on day 11.
Oh, shit. 100 3-pointers?
So my first day, I only shot, I think, 19%.
Are you moving around?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not just in one corner. So I try to move it around. I'm on day 11. My best day so far has been 33%. I'm not a good basketball player.
You trying to chef it up like Curry out there or what?
Well, it's just a challenge. So I want to see how much I improve in 30 days.
That's good.
Then after that, I want to do jiu-jitsu 30 days in a row.
Okay.
And then yoga 30 days in a row.
That'll be
dope.
dope.
Then from there, I don't have anything else planned because that's a month-long process. But that's just something I just want to challenge myself in different. Like you said, you've tried all these things.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not just fitness, but just challenging, doing different things, trying it out.
Yeah.
And then see how what I learned from those experiences. So.
Yeah, and that's one thing that helps me as a personal trainer is being able to teach people other things that they would never do. Like sometimes I'll take my clients outside of the gym to an actual track or things like that and give them a track workout or a stadium workout, things like that they're not accustomed to doing because all they know is inside the gym.
Yeah.
They don't think of anything outside of that. And the gym can be boring. That's why you got to spice it up. Same with your routine. That shit can be boring. You need to let's do some HIIT training. Let's do body weight. Let's do cables. Let's do plyo. So it's all that mix that you want to get.
And also for your body, like your body gets used to your workout, like your routine, and you're just changing it up. That's pretty sick. So we did learn a lot, like from Walsh and fucking all those people. We got some good training in high school.
Yeah, hell yeah. And we also dogged it too. I wish I didn't dog it as much because we didn't give two shits about the weight room. Like some of us did, I'm not gonna lie, but some of us we did it just because we had to, and then went in there. And it wasn't until outside
the biggest
of that.
for me was because I went to every practice and I worked out really hard.
Yeah.
But the diet, bro, going to Carl's Jr. after practice,
yo,
bro, so many times.
We killed it.
That was so stupid. We had great training, great trainers, and even GT teaching us all these like running techniques and everything. Yeah. And then we'll go to McDonald's. We'll go to Carl's, McDonald's, whatever. Like that's just the diet. Like the lack of knowledge. Like that's one of the things.
We did have good sources in high school, and we didn't take full advantage. Right, we took partial, and I still, especially in training now, all that still comes back to me. Like for GT in track, I was doing some of the drills last week. Some of A skip, B skip. Like I was doing some of that, and I'm thinking of when we did our hurdles, like go under the hurdle, over the hurdle, and then So it was all just like playing back, and then in the weight room we watched like power cleans and all that. He would give us our sheet. Go turn it in. Did you do it all? Yeah, you're not even sweating. Like I don't sweat. Yeah, okay. So compared to someone else's drinks, we lose sight of what we've learned and what we apply now. And it's like you were so active then because that's all we had, right? But as we've seen our parents, they just went to work, came home, and we slowly followed that trend of you live to work, pay bills, go home. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah. Right? And we leave out that fitness because we're not in sports anymore. And it's like, if you look at longevity in individuals and you ask them, what do they do? And that's one thing in one of my physical therapy offices that what kept you alive? What's keeping you alive? Keep on moving. Once you stop, you lose it.
Yeah, you see that a lot with people who retire after working or whatever they're doing, they're retired. Yeah. And as soon as they're done working, their body just...
So some of the difficulties with the clothing is finding the right color that's going to appeal to everyone. So the guy colors, the women colors, the more fluorescent and the lights and the pinks and stuff like that. Yeah. Opposed to the male dominant, the black, the blue. And
the darker colors.
Yeah. So I gotta find a mix of those, and then I try to see, what's popular, what's
do you offer different clothing brand, let's say for somebody that's really fit or somebody that's barely starting with the gym? Do you offer different?
So I try to make it to where there's loose fitting and tight fitting. Yeah. And then the guys, it's guys. So guys are easy, but the girls, it's real particular. And I found that hard, especially with the leggings. Everyone deals with the when you're wearing the leggings, it falling down. So making sure the waistband is tight where it needs to be. And then also the sizing. So one medium can be one medium person. Next medium can not be so medium. So it's tricky. And it's like, well, shit, I thought I was a medium. Like, what the hell? So finding those battles and then just keep marketing. So I have failed the last 2 years marketing, let them know. Like people sometimes are like, where can I go buy it? Or like, what's in stock? It's like, go on the website. So it's like I'm paying for the website, but you're not using it. So
do you not tell them on a regular basis?
No, I don't. And so that's one thing. Like once I make the launch, keep just hammering.
You could just make your Instagram posts, and then I'll whatever the captions are, whatever you're doing, but then also have something that's always there in every post where like, oh, if you're looking for merch or use this code or I have this new line that you just dropped, but it's not the main message. That's part of your.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been doing that with my posts where I just put like, oh, check out my photography page or whatever.
Okay.
And I put a quote, then I put that, then I put hashtags.
So speaking of that, right? I find it every time, like if I do like a lengthier post, like, but I'm doing it for my phone, it like spaces it over. Do you know how to like keep that all in line?
Oh, so you're trying to come down and it just looks like a block.
It's like it zigzags. So like I did like bullet point, and then it'll squish it together.
I hate that. No, so I watched the tutorial like literally this week about
that. You have to send it to me.
I'll show you off camera. If you guys want to see a tutorial what I'm gonna show, let me know in the comments.
Yeah.
We'll make some tutorial videos. But no, I just learned that like I was using these brackets. You know the underscore bracket. So I would put a shed load. So that way it can separate it, but it still doesn't look as clean. Yeah. But I just learned this new technique. I was watching a video where you add like it's actually like an empty space, and you add that shortcut to your keyboard. You know when you're typing like AA and it's like, and you do that, and then it blocks it for you. It's been working, but yeah, it's just little hacks that Instagram's a little weird. I don't know why they don't let you just do that.
So it's like
so hard.
I'm trying to make a fire ass post, give them the workout, right, and then the shit's all jumbled up. However, everything I post on Instagram goes to my Facebook page, and the Facebook will be perfect. Yeah. I'm like, where's the disconnect here? What the hell?
How's your... So, you still do YouTube, you have a Facebook page, and then you have the Instagram.
So, Instagram's the baby. Facebook is everything that I post on there. I try to, which I'm still figuring out, right? How can I make Facebook just a little bit different than the Instagram posts, right? Give them a different niche, because it's two different crowds. And then YouTube, it's been an ebb and flow, right, in a hiatus. And I did Vlogmas, and I was like, well, shit, like, this is going to be tough. Like, I can't do it. I got so much other shit going on. And like, I did it. However, it's like, I feel like the content is just like, it could be a little better.
Yeah, just make sure you want to make videos that bring value. So for you, if you have so much knowledge, you want to make a lot of tip videos. How not to do a squat, how to do a squat, how not to do, like, little simple things. What to do, what not to do in a certain diet. Like little tips videos, and people, because that's what people are searching for. People are going to search for how to not, exercise, how to lose weight, whatever. You make videos on that. People are searching for those videos already, and then that's just going to bring more traffic to your website, more business, more clients. And if you really want to niche it down to start off, maybe like somehow brand, like kind of like the city that you're in, or Arizona or something. So maybe those people that are searching for
right there,
it's in Arizona.
Okay, that's good.
It could be a thing. Okay, well, I think that pretty much wraps up this episode.
And to end it off, 3 things in fitness. Make it fun, stay consistent, and don't be afraid of failure. Those are my 3.
So thank you guys for watching it. Make sure you guys hit him up on Instagram. Make sure you check out, if you're looking for a personal trainer, or maybe you need some motivation, follow his page. Every Sunday he does a meal prep. He goes through everything he does throughout the week. And of course workouts. And if you guys looking for some good merch that's going to be tailored for your specific type of workouts, he's going to have all that for you.
Got you covered. See you guys next time.